Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to another stream of In the Zone Trader. Happy to have you guys here. Hope you guys had a great weekend and ready to rock and roll. We had to do a lot of soul searching over the weekend after pretty much going on tilt on Thursday towards the end there. And I decided to go back to what I know best, my bread and butter, the 800 tick chart on the NQ chart. And if you're wondering, well, Sam, if that was your bread and butter, why did you stray away from it these past few months, and why did you trade something different like the 1024 tick or the Renko, which we might still be trading a little bit of the Renko? And the short answer is volatility. When a lot of the tariff news came out earlier in April of this year, we gravitated back down to micros and we traded the 1024, and that was working okay. And it's not a bad time frame by any stretch of the imagination. But I think today we're going to be going back to our roots with the 800 tick on the NQ. We will be trading 3 minis and 3 micros. So 3 minis on the chart that you're seeing, and then I'm essentially trading 3 micros in our evaluation account and some of my PAs. So 3 micros will allow us to have a little bit more wiggle room to do some really fun things with trading. We can add to some positions. We could take bigger we can put on bigger stop losses without worrying about losing a lot. So anyway, I think there's going to be a lot more flexibility, and I'm really excited about it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the overall market and where we are. I'd like to start by looking at the daily chart, and you can see here we're Friday's action. We're holding this upward trend line. We're bouncing off of it. We're now above the 21 EMA. So the question is, do we continue this momentum? Maybe test 25,739. We could potentially go all the way up back to 26,000. Really anything is possible, or we could sink. We're going to do our best to read the charts to figure out where we're going. As you guys know, this is a scalping strategy, so we don't really need big moves. We will be incorporating runners today because we are trading the with 3 contracts. So we're about 3 minutes before, a little over 2 minutes before market opens. You can see we're having a hard time staying above 550 at the moment. Okay. Also, we've been working over the weekend to calibrate the audio on this stream. Your feedback is greatly appreciated because we're continuously trying to make it better. Okay, we have about a little under a minute before market opens. Make sure my things are working. Yep. Okay. Okay, market just opened. Let's zoom in and see what... Looks like we might be going bearish here on our first trade. I don't know if it got me. I don't think it did. Yeah, I don't think it got me. Probably a good thing. We would have gotten stopped out. Alright, I'm probably not going to take any trades for the first 2 minutes. Just let the market figure out what it wants to do. And kind of go from there. It looks like the direction it wants to go right now is up. Alright, it hit the measured move on this big candle right here at 9:30.21. Ideally, at this point, I'm probably waiting for it to come back into the zone of support here and see how it behaves, and then we can see if we want to take a trade higher. Okay, we're coming down into that area that I'm hoping to potentially see a bounce. We could take this candle here. We're going to be taking a lot of different types of trades, continuation trades. Going to be a little bit more flexible with our strategy. We still have our core strategy as the foundation, but I do have an ATM strategy right now where I take my first target at 10 points. My second one is either close to 15 points or near the measured move of the candle that I took. And then I had a runner, but the runner just got stopped out for slightly above break even. We technically haven't hit target yet on this candle. I might wait for a deeper pullback and see what we do. If we can hold the 21 EMA higher, I will take this trade bullish again. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. All right. We do have a runner again. We finally did hit target on that initial candle. See if we can keep going higher here. At least test 600. Move my runner up now. We might get a pullback at 600. 600 might be an area of resistance. Let's just see. I'll keep my runner running until it gets taken out. Okay, runner got taken out. We have this clear downward trend line here. Our next trade, bullish, is if we can get a bullish candle to close above 600 and break this trend line. Close above the trend line. Okay, looks like 600 is holding as resistance for now. This is the candle I was talking about here, taking it bullish. If we close above 600, which doesn't look like. Okay, we did. All right. This will be our next trade if it triggers. Okay, I'm gonna cancel it. Need to update some things here. Just updated the margins on this chart so you can see a little bit better. This was our trade. We missed it. Could potentially try to get back in here. Okay, we're in. I might actually put the stop loss all the way down here and see if I can add at 600. But if it wants to go up and hit target, that's completely fine with me. Okay, my runner's out. We're gonna just wait for another trade. Good morning, Doug. Yes, I am trading 3 contracts now. So my first contract, it gets taken out at 10 points. Second one is around 15 points or around the measured move of the candle. And the third contract is my runner. This was my bread and butter strategy for many years. I'm going back to it. I'm glad the sound is great. I worked really hard on it over the weekend. You have no idea. Can you hear the music too a little bit? Or is it... Alright, this might be our next trade higher here. Okay, never mind. Candle got stopped out. At this point, I probably want price to come back to the 21 EMA or even 600 and see how it behaves, and maybe we get a bounce back up. We do have a potential continuation move here if we can break this trend line and continue higher. Okay, each candle is trying to do that, but is failing. So we're just going to be patient. All right, this is the candle right here. Oops. Stop loss is going to be down here. Almost at the target. My first target anyway. All right, 2 contracts off, 1 runner on. My runner's near break even for now. If we break this candle higher, I will move my runner up. Okay, my runner is out. This would technically be the next move higher, but I think 650 could be a potential area of resistance. And so I'm going to skip this one because the measured move is above 650. All right, you can see it stopped out here. So probably going to wait for a deeper pullback and then see if we can get a bounce off of a key area like this EMA right here and the trend line. Our golden ruler does move up. So we are maintaining this trend line here. We haven't tested it yet. Looks like we might here. I might put a limit order here, see if we can get in to the top, a bullish, another bullish move. Because it looks like it wants to bounce off this area here. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to lose about 7 points, and that's okay. Yeah, I might get stopped out here. That's okay. So the question is, are we transitioning back down? Potentially. See if I can get in here for a bearish move. See if it'll come up and get me, and then we can come drop down for 10 points at least. All right, there you go. I think you can see it now. Sorry about that, Doug. I will add to the position to the downside. All right, there we go. We got a runner now. And I think one of the most important lessons that I've had to learn the hard way is do not be stuck on one bias to where you're taking, if the trend changes, change your mind. I guess what I'm trying to say is I went bullish here, right? And we were wrong. And then we transitioned back bearish. And then I went ahead and took a bearish trade. And that's okay. Like, you don't get stuck in saying, no, it has to keep going up or it has to keep going down, right? Having that mental flexibility to read what the market is actually doing and going with the direction of the market is really, really important. And that takes practice and discipline. All right, so my runner just got taken out. We're up about $246 so far. Not bad for trading a little over 20 minutes. All right, this is actually a bullish trigger, and we're going to go... I might be wrong, but... And I might actually add around 600. Let's move this up to the actual measured move of this candle, which is all the way around here. Let's see if we actually want to get up there. All right, I did add to it at 600. I think we might get stopped out though, which would be unfortunate, but it happens. We'll see if buyers want to step in here. Bring this thing back up. Yep, we got stopped out. No, it's fine. Question is, are we transitioning back down? Let's go in bearish now. We will add at 600 to the downside. Okay, well, I don't like that we're going back up. I wanted to go back up when I was in that bullish trade. Now I wanted to go down. It's funny how that works. Okay, we're going to get stopped out here, I think. Maybe. All right. That was a pretty heavy hit. Okay, we're down 300. I'll grab a bullish trade if it comes down here. I'll take this one. And I'll add here. And I'll add here, and I'll add here. Okay, we got most of the contracts off. I do have a runner now. Okay, runner moves up. See if we can keep going higher. We just broke through 650. Will 650 act as resistance, or will we just keep going higher? I'll go ahead and put it underneath. Either 650 is going to hold or not. All right. All right, the runner just got taken out. I'll take this bearish move if it wants to come back up and get us in. Not anymore. It hit its target. I'm looking to see if we have any news today at 10 o'clock. Probably should have been paying attention to that, but I don't think we actually have any news today. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. We'll take a buy here. Well, I know we can potentially keep going, dropping down further, but I do like that the EMA was holding. And if we're wrong, we're losing about a little over 10 points. Not a big deal. Okay, I'm going to add to it now. See if we can get at least 10 points here. Probably will take this one off around 149. This doesn't look like it wants to cooperate though, so we might get stopped out. You can see the EMA is a battleground. Yeah. Okay. Look, you can see the EMA is actually trying to hold. Not anymore. At this point, we'll go bearish. My first target is 10 points. It also happens to be a little bit above the standard deviation level there. So I'm hoping it at least comes down to the standard deviation. I'm not liking this bullish candle here. Yeah, I'm not liking this price action at all for our bearish move. Yep, stop loss. I'm still in the position for some reason. Huh. Okay, here we go. I'll try to take a bullish trade if it comes back down to the EMA. At this point, I think the trade's pretty much done, though, I think. 650 is the target. There it is. Well, we could try it. Man, I am missing my entries because it's just retesting the it's retesting where the initial trigger was. Here and here and here. Alright, let's see what we want to do here. Does it want to come back down? It doesn't want to keep going up. I think at this point I might try to take a short here. I'm hoping that we hold and go back down at least 10 points. There it is. Can we get 15? We're bouncing off that EMA. All right, well, slightly profitable position there. At this point, I don't want to short it again. Buyers have shown a lot of resiliency down here at the EMA. Which makes me want to actually take a buy down here. Kind of stuck though, you know. Prices anyway. Okay, well, we got in. Let's see if the EMA can actually hold and get us back up. Or we just sink this time. So wants to do it. There we go. We got our 10. Can we get a little bit more? There we go. All right, we have a runner now. 650 might still act as resistance, but if we can break through 650, which we did here, I will add. I'll take some off at 660. I missed it. I wanted to take some off at 660. Yeah, battle zone for sure. Okay, come on. Get up there. Take my contracts off. There we go. All right. We got a runner now. Move it to break even. All right, we're out completely. Technically, we can get back into this trade. We haven't hit our target yet. So I'll go ahead and get back in. Okay, I added to it. Now 40, 25. See if we can. It's sinking now, unfortunately. Probably got a little greedy in getting back into this trade, seeing how much it struggled. But I don't know if greedy is really the right word. Trade could still work. Yeah, this isn't looking good. It's unfortunate. We are making some strides. I will try to buy around the standard deviation area here. See if we want to go back up. Okay, looks like we don't want to go back up. Maybe we do. Good morning, Jeremy. How are you? All right, there we go. I'll get back in here. Okay, we got 10 off again. Really wanted to continue going higher, break this EMA. Might come back down. If it comes back down again, I'm not going to re-enter this trade. Bullish. Things are going well, Jeremy. Thanks for asking. Really good to see you on here. Okay, we got the 15 points. Great. We have a runner now. But I feel like with today's price action, runners really haven't. We did get that one 40-point runner, which was nice. I'm hoping we can start breaking out of this range and start getting runners again. Okay, my runner does move up now. Okay, we're kind of stuck here. I'm going to be a little bit more patient, see what it wants to do. You can see another bounce here off standard deviation. Okay, we're going to go bearish here. Okay, we got our first 10 points off. Can we get a continuation down? Okay, no. We'll re-enter again. Okay, there's something wrong with my orders. Let me cancel this. One of my accounts I can't get into. It's probably a good thing we would have taken a bigger stop loss. Kind of really don't like taking bullish or bearish trades right now just because we're stuck in this range. I might put a buy order here at 650 if we can get in. I just started YouTube in September, Jeremy, so a few months now. Slowly, or as a couple of months, I guess. Slowly growing the channel. But it's good to see you on here. Okay, this looks good. Rate limit exceeded. I'm having a weird issue with, I think, Tradeovate with one of my PAs. It's not letting me move my... It's not letting me move my runner or my stop loss, which is concerning. I might have to switch one of my PAs. This is kind of annoying. All right, I'll go ahead and wait, 665. take that one off too. Ugh. That is true, Doug. If any can just... I might have to take a stop loss here. My my PAs are actually acting up. They won't let me move my stop loss or targets. It's a little bit concerning. All right, I need to reset some things here. Give me one moment. Really? This one's also acting up? I'm running into an issue called rate limit, which is prevalent when you're trading Trade-Evate. And I haven't figured out a way to solve for it. It's like a server issue. It's like the number of bits of information that is coming to the Trade-Evate servers. And for some reason, I am overwhelming it, which I'm surprised because typically, you guys saw last week, I was trading NinZaRenko, and that was data heavy. So this is not really allowing me to move my runner or my stop loss right now, which is really concerning. Yeah, do you think Trade-Evate is the person I need to call, or do you guys think it's going to be Apex? That's a good question. I'll have to look into it. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that offline. See, look, I got stopped out on my other accounts. All right, let's see if this works now. Are you serious now? Rate limit exceeded? Okay, I can't trade any of my PAs right now. So I might actually have to... This sucks. I might actually have to cut the stream, guys. I can't trade right now. It's not letting me move my stop loss or my runners. I think the rate limit also resets after a while on its own, but I think it takes at least 30 minutes. So let me see what I can do here. I'm gonna look this up on... Asking AI what to do here. All right, so it says Trade Evade enforces a hard cap of 5,000 API requests per rolling hour, or 80 per minute per user. Okay, it says, what can I do? I can either wait 60 minutes. I can call the number. Or I can avoid API load. I didn't think I put that much API load on it though, you know? I'm gonna log into my Trade Evade account and see if there's a way for me to reset this as well before having to call them. Okay, let's see. Guys, I'm going to probably cut the stream, call these guys, get this thing sorted out, and I'll probably be back in under an hour. I'll talk to you guys then. Got to get this thing sorted out. See you in under an hour. It's like 10:30 now. I'll be back, hopefully. Maybe even by 11. We'll see. See you guys then.